morning, everyone. This is Reverend Roy Atwood. A few announcements as we get going in worship today. It's the first Sunday of Lent. I hope you all have your Lenten, costumes. There's nothing for Lent. Here's what we've got going on during Lent. We are collecting bags and boxes for Crossroad Community Services for the patrons who come in and shop at the food pantry. So if you've got bags or boxes that would be good for people to take their groceries home in, just come and drop them off at the welcome desk anytime during the week, and we will take it over to Crossroads Community Services. We are selling Easter lilies, $20 per plant in honor or memory of a loved one. If you want to help decorate our sanctuary for Easter, go ahead and buy an Easter lily or 2 or 3. If you're a fan of mine, it's not like I'm begging for Easter lilies, but you can go ahead and do that. Every Monday during Lent, we're hosting a midday prayer service at noon in the chapel. It's going to be a space away from the tension of life, about 20 minutes long. So if you're in the area of downtown, or you can drive downtown on Mondays, just come and stop by for a little prayer service during Lent. And then on March 15th, we're starting another round of our premarital counseling class, Love Unites. It's not only for premarital couples, also if you were recently married, or maybe you're just thinking about marriage, but you're not engaged yet. If you're in that sort of stage of your life, that's what Love Unites is for, to help you as you deepen your relationship with your partner. If that's you, or if that's someone you know, maybe you have a child or a friend of a child, a nephew, a niece who would benefit from that class, go ahead and pass on the information about Love Unites. Now, bringing in my guest for today, who's been kindly or unkindly giggling throughout my announcements. I don't know if they were generous or derogatory laughs.
Do I ever derogatorily laugh at you?
Yes. Reverend Anna Bunny Hagler.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you excited about Lent?
I'm excited to see what Lenten costumes people have.
Yeah. Bring your Lenten costumes. Go ahead and comment
Is it the
what
Easter
you like
bunny?
to wear for... No, that's Easter.
I know, but what? Is it Jesus on the cross?
No, that's too dark. Maybe just all black. Maybe
Maybe just for the whole 40 days, you're wearing black to prepare.
Yeah.
I don't think it's supposed to be that dark. Also, I was giggling because you were so gentle today. Did anybody watching this think that Roy was gentle?
I'm leaning into my little NPR. Hey, thanks for joining us today.
I wish that I had that. I feel like there's no part of me
today.
This
month for Lent, we're gonna be doing some home groups.
Is it ASMR?
That's what people say but that's kind of the whispering. Hey, we're gonna be doing ASMR for Lent.
Yeah, it's supposed to give you a bodily reaction.
Some people get a reaction to it. I think people are making it up.
The only one that I get a reaction to is when dogs eat watermelon. That one's pretty cute. I feel joy.
But that you don't feel a tingle inside.
No, I don't feel a tingle.
That's just what people feel. I'm sorry. What are we doing for Lent here?
Wow. Well, we're starting a new series, Frayed, the tension between love and fear. Would you like to give us a quick little overview, and then I'll talk more about it?
Yeah. So these are the sermon topics that we're going through.
Oh, okay.
So there's always a dichotomy
because of
the tension between fear and love. Yeah. Tension. It's kind of are you gonna? Do you know
you look like? Are you gonna
Yeah. Are you gonna? Which way? That's the tension.
Are we playing basketball?
Yeah, that's the tension.
Okay.
So the first week is the easy way and the hard way.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I'm taking the easy
to follow Jesus.
I don't know. We're gonna talk about it later because that's today.
Yeah,
But we're gonna talk about it more later.
I'll save it. I'll save it.
Next week, loneliness is the fear. The love is community.
I think I know who's preaching on that.
You are.
And so are you.
Oh my gosh, we're both preaching.
Oh my gosh, we This won't work. I was about to be like, vote for your favorite preacher.
I was already one step ahead of you.
If you
vote
like
for your
me
favorite
more,
pastor. If you like Anna more, go to the modern service. If you like me more, go to the traditional service.
that doesn't
Now,
feel
the traditional
fair.
service averages about 9 times more people than the modern service. So I think
So are we
I'm
going to do
gonna
it on a
win.
ratio? Because
Nope.
the choir members can't
Nope.
just up and leave the choir.
They could if they loved you enough.
I know that some of you are in the choir and you love me immensely. I would not make you do that.
No, I would.
I do kind of hope the rest of you will choose your favorite preacher. See, you know what's not going for us is like last series, Anthony and Elizabeth answered 2 different questions.
We're answering.
This is literally a pick your favorite preacher.
Yeah, because it's on the same
I think
topic.
you're funnier than I am.
I also think. I think that you are more adorable than I am.
Obviously. Got a kind heart.
Yeah, you're definitely kinder. You're more generous than I am. You're more thoughtful than I am.
I could roll with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, that was week 2. Loneliness and
week
community.
3, scarcity versus contentment.
Interesting.
I keep being like, which one do you want to pick? And it's like, no, that's the point. One of them is better. But we get pulled into the one of fear, the bad one. We get pulled into thinking about scarcity.
Yes.
When we should be feeling contentment.
Are you going to go through all of the topics? Because this is a long list. Okay, go ahead.
Next, after that, is missing out. See, if he were a real millennial, it would be FOMO.
Yeah, but he's kind of old.
Is he Gen X technically?
No, he's a millennial.
He's an elder.
I just feel Gen Z. Sometimes I feel Gen X. I feel Gen Z compared to him.
Yes.
Like I'm a millennial, but not compared to Mitchell.
No.
Yeah.
You're almost Gen Z.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you don't want to be Gen Z?
No.
Why
They're
not?
not my people.
Really?
Have you seen their baggy jeans?
It's back. The baggy jeans are really back.
I
They're
know.
like back in a hard way.
Yeah. You should continue with this.
Every time I see somebody with like baggy jeans and then the blown out hair,
yeah,
I'm like, wow, the 90s really came back.
Yeah.
Missing out versus stillness. You don't like stillness?
I'd rather miss out.
You'd rather miss out than be still?
I think so.
Wow, that's the wrong choice.
I should tell my therapist probably.
Yeah. Yeah, stillness is like...
Oh my gosh. Every time I think you're going to move on, you've got a thought about everyone.
It's like you can't do any activities because you're being still instead of doing all the fun things.
Keeping my mouth shut. I'm a yapper.
Yeah.
You know? A yap.
Messing up versus grace.
I do love some grace.
I like to mess up. Do I like to mess up?
Mm-mm.
I don't care. No, I do care. Then finally, silence versus Hosanna.
Okay. That's very on brand for Palm Sunday.
Yes, Palm Sunday.
Here,
now,
will you hand me?
Oh, I can't throw this away. I need the other side of this. Oh, wait, that's for something else. Nope, I can throw it away. Now, if you want to study these topics in greater depth,
yes.
Segue, what would you do?
I would pick up our Lenten devotional.
Pick up our Lenten devotional. It's a giant book. I have a comment about the font size.
It printed a bit larger than we were anticipating.
The font size is so large.
It was a 12 on
InDesign. You will not need your readers for this book.
It's an accessible book, Roy.
Yes, it's accessible.
Yeah.
For anyone who you're in.
Let me see
you're in a restaurant and you're like, I need to get my glasses to read this menu. Not this. I almost have to hold it at a distance just to read it. Like this is too.
Wait. I can also read it from there. I have great eyesight though.
How far away can you read it?
The word contentment.
So if you want to study this more,
yes, so
grab a little bookie book from where can they get them?
You can get them in the atrium.
Yes.
Outside of worship.
Yes.
It'll be online here.
I was going to say, what about our online people?
It'll be in the email.
In the email.
Mm-hmm. In the Sunday email. That's where you're going to... Are you going to repeat everything I say?
Yes, I'm emphasizing it.
So there are Sunday school classes that are studying it.
Sunday school classes are studying it.
There are home groups that are studying it.
How do you sign up for a home group? Because they're starting this week.
They are starting this week. It's probably not too late for you to sign up.
Definitely not too late.
Definitely not.
If you're watching this in 2 weeks, you could sign up for it.
Yes.
If
you
you're
really
watching this in 2 months,
maybe not.
it already happened.
Yeah. You can contact Monica Frazier to find a home group. We're trying to do it based on zip code, so you'll meet people at the church that you might not already know yet.
But they live near you.
Your neighbors.
It could be intergenerational.
It could.
Connection. Wow. So people could find belonging and purpose.
And joy.
And joy. Justice doesn't really work.
You could work for justice together.
Yeah, together. Those are our four
core functions.
Core competencies,
oh my God.
if you will. These are, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to move us on.
Okay, that's fine.
Speaking of Lent. So we talked about what were Lenten disciplines we want to do.
Yes.
The last time we were together.
Yes.
I thought maybe we should talk about a few Lenten disciplines that are like not a good idea. Like, don't do these things.
Don't do these things.
Yeah.
Don't give this up.
Sometimes it's helpful to hear what you shouldn't do, to be like, oh, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I will do that. Maybe I have like obstetrical defiance disorder.
Well, okay.
That's a thing.
I believe you. I don't have enough time to ask you about it,
kids who are like,
right.
they always say do the opposite. It's called obstetrical defiance disorder.
And you have it. It's happening. It's happening
I don't
right
think
now.
adults are supposed to have it.
Okay.
What should we not do for Lent?
Very quickly, we should not give up self-care.
Yeah, I like
take care of
myself
yourself.
too much to give up self-care.
You should not give up time with your loved ones. This is not an excuse to be like,
I'm out.
hey, I'm not seeing any of my family members for 40 days.
No, I like my family too much. I could just go would you like go on like a trip by yourself for a long time?
Me?
Yeah.
Who would talk the wall's ear off? Absolutely not.
I could go on a vacation for a week by myself and not talk.
That sounds horrendous.
It sounds so nice.
We're not giving up grace for ourselves. We should
No, you got to be generous to yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
I heard something the other day that was like, what would your friend tell you in this situation?
Maybe that's what you should practice.
And that's what you should tell to yourself.
Maybe that's
like
a good
you need to be a
Lenten
friend
discipline.
to yourself. Because if you're beating yourself up about something and your friend would say, if you think about it, your friend would be like, oh, it's not your fault. You know, this happened because this, and this. Well, sometimes you need to take accountability.
Right.
But if you're really overdoing it on the self-criticism, and your friend would say, not to, then be a friend to yourself.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
You should not give up your community. This goes a step further than family. Like, don't isolate
unless you're
yourself.
in a bad community. What if you have a real bad group of friends?
Come here.
You'll
find a good one.
Crowd.
If you need friends, this is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I always think a bad one to give up. This is an answer that my brother gave growing up and my husband gave last year.
Mm-hmm.
They gave up vegetables. I don't think that counts.
No, vegetables
You can't give up vegetables for 40 days.
I mean, you could, but it's not. Vegetables are an important part of a healthy diet.
Like, you need your B12, your vitamin C.
I don't know. I don't know what those things do for you, but sure.
All right. Well, that was a list of things that I think we should not give up for Lent.
Go ahead and comment. Email us at roy@fumcdallas.org.
That's not your email address.
That's not my email address. Find my email address on the website and let me know what you shouldn't give up for Lent. This week,
have to move us along.
This week we're talking about the easy way versus the hard way. What is the easy way?
What's the hard way?
I don't know.
I learn things the hard way. Is Mitchell going to tell me I can't do that anymore?
Yeah, sometimes I need to do it the hard way. Oh wait, that's the good thing. The good thing is going to be the hard way. I think he's going to do cheap grace and easy grace like Bonhoeffer.
Jesus? Yeah.
It's. Let me tell you. If I had $1 for every time a Methodist pastor talked about Dietrich Bonhoeffer, I mean, I know he died
He did good work
in World War II, and I know he's like really good.
He's really good. He's a great theologian.
It just happens a lot.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll be talking about Dietrich Bonhoeffer today. So thank you so much for joining us. You can keep connected with us on email. Sign up for our newsletter.
Yeah, find our emails actually on our website. Don't email Roy at FUMC Dallas.
It'll forward to someone, presumably, right? Is it just a dead end?
Maybe.
You can keep up with us on social media, Facebook. We were just talking about before we started filming. Our Facebook is blowing up.
Our
Instagram
Instagram's
is
blowing up.
Twitter, we're done with it.
You don't want to miss it.
But
Follow us.
Facebook and Instagram. Website, the events page on the website is the best way to figure it out.
Best one.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really hope you enjoy worship. We hope you find out what the easy way and the hard way are because we don't know, but we're going to find it out together. Bye.